We've got it all for you right here on your home for Tigers.
In spring training, and I'm sure he's picked it up from his arm strength. AJ's talked about of the fire that burns inside him.
This one lifted to deep right. Back goes Mazzara, and it's gone. A leadoff homer.
Today in yesterday's game, leadoff home run. See the balls right out over the middle.
Up throwing strikes.
You know, just accept the fact that, hey, there's a lot of baseball game yet to be played and go after the next guy. Now he walks him. Command after wasting a couple pitches. So important for a young pitcher to recognize, hey, I don't want to get 3-4 pitches thrown away. Boy, base.
Red. And they've got Frazier picked off. And Harold Castro will make the tag. We're actually out of the baseline.
And pitchers will have to step off the rubber before they throw to first base.
What do you think about that?
I don't like this change. That slider coming here.
Walk to second. Batter of. Now 1-1 to Kyle Higashioka.
Side here of Scooble, and that was a fastball right there. Going to their motion, through their motion with that pitch. He threw another one there that had good bite.
Rangers. I know that seems odd, doesn't it?
He's going to help this ball club, no question. Here's
swing and a miss for out number 1.
And he comes back. See this kind of backed up slider. Same, you know, came up last year, struggled a little.
In Florida. Here's the 1-1. Up the middle and through for a base hit. Grossman will score. Willie Castro has another a walk.
Yep.
Chance to take second base. And
has been talking about. He does look very fit.
There goes Castro. He's on the move. The throw down to second is not in time. Not even close.
Watch this here. Kluber gets out of the way, and you can't even see it, but it almost hit him. Nice hole there on the right side. Lay over there.
2-1. He drives it to right. Back goes Ryan Lamar. He's got it. Castro tags, moves to third, 2 away.
Right now, AJ's getting him in as many at-bats as he can. He wants to be an everyday player.
Also watched him as an all-star in Baltimore.
Yep. 8 away, down the line. You're facing one of the better the other coaching staff. Will they say anything to Corey Kluber about holding that base run?
From the dugout. Laying down a bunt is Tyler Wade.
Oh, no.
Scooble. Really jumped.
But yesterday you announced that Matthew
guys that well. You see him from across the way, but it's you want somebody that embodies what you're doing and what you can do right. And obviously Matty's got a lot to work on himself to get himself right. But I really appreciated how he's gone about his business at the ball. He's either a guy you really look toward, maybe a couple losses in a row. So that there comes a responsibility with that. Now, the stuff is one thing. It's more of it's always easy. It's a good block. That's a tough spot for a catcher.
Good block by Ramos.
That's a tough spot for a catcher. Just simply trying to sit back and bang with another team. You know, we've got to create our own offense. Love these innings for Scooble. Like, he's got to deal with a lot right now.
Nice diving grab made by Robbie Grossman. Got a nice jump.
Your innings, but I like that our pitching staff is understanding what they're going to have to do. No, obviously there's a lot of holes out there when they're playing funky defenses. We're going to
0-2 to Tachman on the ground, wide to first, knocked down by Harold Castro. No play at first.
Things you don't know what kind of hop it's going to be. He's able to knock it down, but it kind of just gets off his glove.
Do what's best for the team. Miguel Cabrera, there goes the runner, and they've got him jammed up. Scope will run him back, and now go home.
Get rid of it. Keep an eye on the runner at third, and then a couple good throws, and they're able. And that's Harold Castro at first base, knocking down at third base.
Ramos sends one to right center. That's drifting deep.
You know, getting that first out, if he'll have a
kind of a glue guy. Popped it up center field. Greg Allen, longtime Cleveland.
Well, we're getting there, right, Shep? And that's all.
You do your part. In the hole, cut off at third by Dietrich, and a nice play, but he throws it away.
You better hurry.
Those got good wheels. Makes it easy.
He did. You know, his offense, he has a ball right there in the hole. and that's not the case now. He's more confident, and always because I can create damage if I'm on base.
Grossman sends one to right center. Drifting over is the center fielder Allen.
I love the ideas. He's a big kid. You got to have big fingers.
Hey, here's the 2-2 to Clint Frazier. Popped it up behind second base.
Got the barrel underneath it. Popped it up. He can throw one that's going to definitely be down in the zone, almost on the plate.
This one, back of shortstop, former Yankees 7th round pick in 2008. And he pops it up. This one on the infield. Harold Castro takes
Derek, you
charge.
can't catch those pitchers.
From a technical standpoint, pitching, it's so tough, but also hitting as well. And for me, you know, the sign
Leadership in that. Corey knows that when I have to make
long-time familiar matchup too with Cabrera. Went too far. The throw down to second. Skips away from Wade. Mazzara will hold at second. That's always a good thing.
yeah, I bring home that low.
Oh, and he got caught looking. Yeah. On the outside corner, Kluber registers his 4th strike. Another start, but it doesn't mean that he how that plays out for A.J. Hinch and company. This one skips by Ramos.
You know, there's a situation where this Wilson Ramos gets by him. He spikes another curveball, and that's not going to be an easy one.
1-2 to Velasquez. Got him looking on the inside corner. That helps the cause right there. This is Greg Allen. Runners on the move in a double steal attempt, and Ramos's throw is right on the money.
What it does, Shep, is, and you see Garcia there putting his knee on there so he can make the tag. Tarek be able to finish off this inning, right? Recording out here. It's such a mental thing. And
got under it and popped it on the left side.
The running, Griner had a pretty good day yesterday.
Yeah, you know.
And that's what spring training's all about.
On the ground to short. The turn is in time for a
because over to Tyler Wade and easy double.
Talking about the catching competition, and
he's learning a split finger. He's going to spike that in the dirt once in a while.
So far he's held opponents scoreless
and he's facing a power hitter
on a couple of walks. Taylor made
just
twist by Scope. Oh, in the dirt.
You see Cisnero there just saws off Voit. Nice play by Willie Garcia, and then the throw in. You see Willie Castro, just a nice flip, follows the ball, and then the ball's in the dirt. Harold, please keep your eye on that baseball.
Frazier gets under one. Shallow center. Left center.
That was a really good pitch. It was a first pitch slider. I threw it home.
Spoken like a position player. And missed on the inside. The bases are loaded.
Oh, boy.
Well, he's not missing by much, is he?
Yeah.
Tigers with their lone run in the first on a Willie Castro. Golf to shallow center. Derek Hill is there. Yankees leave him.
The easy part about it is they don't recognize it now because they.
Another 3-2 to me. Swing good. One of my favorites was when A.J. Hinch brought Riley Green into the office and tell him, you know, we got to attack Green more than just on the field.
That's a huge compliment. But now that was a great pitch. I don't want to. His spring training, and I'm sure. You know, Baddoo is the one guy that probably the toughest decision for the Detroit. And
went out there hitting.
He's an athlete, Shep.
Yeah, at high A 2 years ago.
You would never know it by the way he's carrying himself. We've talked about that. How about that pitch right there? If he starts getting command consistent, he's filthy. And hitters talk about guys that they don't want to face. Look at that. It looked like a split finger. I don't know. Just a slider, I think, but what great late. Do that over the complete summer. That ball's hit quite well.
Allen drives one to left.
Look at this.
Victor Reyes
timed it perfectly. Maximum effort, right? We talk about with pitchers all the time while you're working, right? And that was going to go to winning.
Good eye.
And he's facing
How many have three fell, but catcher and pitcher? Isai Perez. Merrifield's a good example of that.
Get the
on the ground short. Could be 2 for the Yankees. Here today is. And the run scored. And with the bases clear, here's Harold Castro. Take into consideration if they want to make themselves
Guys that are winners.
back up the middle.
Nunez and Scope.
But nicely played. Tigers do score a run to tie it.
Detroit's got its own history and past, that's for sure.
Without a doubt.
Bigger than life look, even though he was a slender, in focus again, falling behind in the count and end up losing.
And Mike Tauchman's been a pain in the backside for the Tigers here today. Leads, and he'll make the pitching change with a man aboard. This frame on Saturday against Pittsburgh. Ooh. And he hits Voit on the very first pitch.
These guys that I swear every time I've seen him hit a few times. Every time he gets hit, he almost time. There's relievers that come out of the pen.
Stroke to deep left. Reyes on the move. He's got room. Makes the catch. Quickly gets it. Has greatly improved. This one gets away from Ramos.
Again, that's just a case where you got to keep the ball. This is a split finger, but you see that he just tried to pick it.
Buck Farmer steady by Tigers pitchers today.
Yep.
As many walks as hits. Brantley will pop this one up. Zach Short giving way.
Need to throw the ball. Coming in, aware.
Michael Fulmer, who had been struggling a little bit. Here's the payoff. And he lost it.
But you'd rather get the bad ones out of the way in spring training.
That was a good one.
Yep.
Good way to end it for Brian Garcia, especially at home and watching Tarek Skubal start for Detroit.
Consistently getting it in the zone when I want to and then getting it out of the zone. I think I miss arm side a little bit sometimes, but that's just arm speed, I think.
Where you grip it tight enough that the ball doesn't come out of your hand as hard.
Yeah, no, that is interesting. But yeah, that's something I'm working on. Just little tweaks with thumb placement and stuff. You know, I'll whenever I feel like, oh, maybe this pitch, you know, he's wide open to the, you know, whatever I say, you know, it's not like.
And then the top of the Yankees order.
Off the bases.
Cut off by Garcia. And Jack, ask and you shall receive. 6th appearance in the Grapefruit League this year. Murphy's Law, right?
Yeah. Catch was fun to watch.
Allen turns on one, sends it to deep left, and that ball's gone.
But you could almost tell that when I was a kid. Oh,
Gittins sends this one out of here. Oh my. That's a powder keg right there.
You know, sometimes
that's a pretty good example of it right there, folks.
Oh, home runs. But as a pitcher, I'd almost rather see that.
Right there from Chris Gittins. Florio grounds one to first.
Get over there.
Covers and gets him by a half. Drives one to left. On a line for Victor Reyes. The inning is over for Tyler Alexander. Bound for the Yankees now.
He had a rough couple of innings with his command.
He did 16 of his career with this Yankees team. Reyes fights one off to center, and it'll drop.
You know, it was a good enough swing. Ball was elevated a little.
Not a hot shot through the left side. Good swing from Daz Cameron.
Pitch and swing again. Daz.
And Alan Trammell's of the world. This guy's a pretty good guy to watch.
These guys that are in baseball at shortstop, they're like first baseman used to be.
I mean, those guys are all elite.
Showing that he can do that.
Drives one to left. And if it's fair, it's gone, and it is. Eric Haas with a 3.
And then he got one a little bit more in. Pulled his hands in. His thoughts, and sometime I'm sure we'll be able to get to him. Harold takes a walk. Is almost a bat around inning here for the Tigers.
2-2 to Garcia.
Oh my!
Got under it.
Did he
to
get
right field?
Sunball. I'm hoping.
Still drifting.
Here. Doesn't matter how you get it there, right? And AJ ball with his hand off the side, and that's what creates the sink. Hold. And now they'll be coming into camp.
Not bad. This play by Zach Short. There's Andrew Velasquez.
That'll work.
First pitch swinging and a fly ball to center. It will work to keep it. Oh, my goodness. I mean, that was breakfast.
Well, he got 3 in the bottom half, or
his way.
That's a walk-off.
Oh, not going to get it there. Out number 1.
New slider here. You see the ball cut away from him.
Reyes draws a 1-out walk on 4 pitches.
Doesn't he have to do the same thing? He can just
1-1. Broken bat roller to second. And we saw some